I'm done teaching you.
I'll eventually learn.
He said, if you want me to come to perform at your event, let my money be complete.
No problem.
Major key.
Is it 50% upfront?
No, they say complete and
complete.
Full money.
You have to perform first. This is Nigeria.
It's you that people are running away from.
But someone who can tell us a little more about the industry than we probably could ever have experienced is our guest today. We have with us Nigerian-born comedian and actor based in the U.S., the one and only Seyi Brown.
Now, Seyi Brown, through his comedy, fuses current affairs, contemporary social issues, and personal experiences to entertain. He'll be telling us more about his amazing journey. Good morning.
Good morning, bonjour, comment ça va?
Wow, this French food, just the peppers. Ça va bien, merci.
Oh, see.
See is Spanish.
Yeah, I'm mixing everything. This is called concoction. Concoction.
Concoction rice.
Welcome.
It's my pleasure. Man, it's been a while, man.
Yeah, so it has.
We started this industry together as models.
Models. He was one of those models on the catwalk that everybody used to look up to, like, when will I reach there?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So
and now you've transitioned to comedy.
Yeah.
What was that like?
Well, comedy has always been part of me. Even during auditions, I don't know if you remember, I always just used to like clown around anytime we go for auditions and all that.
Yeah.
So it's always been something I wanted to do. So going to the US and starting all over again gave me the opportunity to start like from the scratch. And I'm like, okay, all right, let me do this.
Okay.
You know, so, and it just picked up because there was this open field in the Nigerian American community where they don't really have the kind of comedians we have in Nigeria then. You know, they just, can you talk, can you MC, just come, you know. They didn't have a comedian.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, all right, this is one open field here. Let me take advantage.
Yeah.
So it was just me and Jedi.
Yeah, Jedi comedy.
Yeah, Jedi. So it was me and Jedi, and we took over. Then Wamlele joined us later.
Okay.
Last weekend.
Yeah.
So Wamlele joined us. Wamlele came like 3 years after me then. And we're both in Los Angeles. Jedi is in East Coast. So Jedi was ruling East Coast, so Wamlele were in the West Coast, like West Side.
Wow.
So that's how we took over.
Now,
and God just blessed it.
With your comedy in the US, did you have settling issues in the sense of expressing your jokes in another country? Did they always get your jokes?
Well, you know, for us, we had to first get over the initial culture shock, and of course, transcending the Nigerian community to mainstream, which we're still working our way towards. Because number one, we had the barrier of the accent.
Yes. Okay.
Then, you know, we were taught with British English, and it's totally different from American English.
Yeah.
Like their cookies is different from our cookies. Their biscuit is different from our biscuit. I remember asking for serviette, and I said, that's serviette. They said, no, that's napkin. I said, napkin is made with clothes. No, they said, no, okay, so it's different, you know. So we had to first learn their style of English. Then till now, even my kids still tell me that we don't understand what you're saying, you know. And I have a 9-year-old. Till now, when she speaks to me, I ask her big sister, what did she just say? Because I don't understand.
Wow.
So I still have to, you know, get over the accent issues. And people are like, you've been there. I've been there for like 13 years, and but I won't allow the accent to change. It's very hard.
Eba won't let you be
There's some
great.
people that go there for 3 months and then everything
You
changes.
go there, people at the airport, they just
me.
drop someone at the airport.
Once I open my mouth, they'll be like, where you from? I'm like, okay, I've exposed myself again. Okay, all right. They ask you.
But would you say being a comedian in the United States is a lucrative business, or do you combine it alongside?
Oh, they tell you funny money is good money. You know, look at the Chris Rocks, Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart made $50 million 2 years ago. Dave Chappelle signed a $60 million deal with Netflix. You know, so comedians make it big, right? They look at Michael Blackson. I mean, they call him the African king of comedy because for over 2 decades, he was the only one representing Africa until we came. So even as an African, if you're talking, they were like, are you Michael Blackson? I'm like, nah, no, Michael Blackson is not this good looking. Hello, you know.
All right.
And he's not this light skinned, all right? Because even though I'm dark, like you will see me as dark, but I'm light skinned compared to Michael Blackson.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, I have to say, you're also an amazing actor. and you were in Doctor's Quarters
the
for the
series.
longest time.
Yeah.
So for those that don't know, Doctor's Quarters was the series before Tinsel.
Yes.
And it was sort of what birthed the fact that, you know, a show like Tinsel could start.
Yeah.
So tell us a bit about that experience.
I mean, it was during those times where we auditioned, we auditioned for like a commercial, TV commercials and all that. And I remember, I think, you and I auditioned for one TV series too, one game show. Can you remember? We auditioned for one TV game show.
Which one
and we
was
almost got it.
Yeah, I can't remember.
We got to the finals. So it was during one of those auditions that I think it was Funlola Ofiebi that told me about Doctor's Quarters. You clown around a lot. Would you like to? I'm like, yes, I want to do it if I have the opportunity. And, you know, she just introduced me to Itwa. Itwa was an agent. And Itwa told me about Doctor's Quarters. Let me tell you, I went to that audition with hunger, you know, hunger in my eyes.
Wow.
And I went, and I remember the monologue. I didn't even know when they asked me that, do you have a monologue? I'm like, I asked, what's a monologue? They just said, it's just a line that's just you. And I just made up Muhammad Ali's popular line here, I feel like a butterfly, I stink like a bee, I'm so mean, I make medicine sick. I was just saying rubbish. They were like, that is exactly what we wanted. It is what we want. Just take me like that. And bam. That's how I got the role of Andrew Bandy on Doctor's Quarters.
Amazing.
And that, you know, just happened like that.
Oh, gosh.
But it was a serious role, even though I wanted to clown. I remember Uncle Jimmy Odumosu was like, I know you want to clown, but this is a serious role. So I was uncomfortable acting a very serious role. I just want to clown on, you know, on set. But yeah, it kind of just taught me to be patient.
I wanted to touch on the fact that, you know, you mentioned Blackson.
Yeah,
having a Netflix show, but you know, having taken over comedy in the US for Africa. But now having a Netflix show for you, this is huge.
Yeah.
I heard about this a few months ago. How did that happen?
Okay, when I started comedy, I know, you know, when you set standards for yourself, like, I don't want to be a local champion. Because I would say that for over a decade, we've been able to some extent, you know, penetrate the Nigerian American community, like from the East Coast of America to the West Coast. Like we travel, Wamale will tell you, I don't know if he told you, we travel every weekend.
Wow.
And, you know, this is something that mainstream America is probably unaware of that. You know, because of our population, you know, Nigerians travel a lot and Nigerians party a lot. And because of that, the demand for MC and comedian is so high. Like sometimes we work Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Wow.
Like Friday I might be in New York, Saturday I might be in Atlanta, Sunday I might be in Houston. One weekend, especially holiday weekends. So, you know, and after a while, I realized that, look, we're just circulating ourselves in the Nigerian American community. Let's try to go to mainstream. Not everybody had that vision, but, and I said, you know how we do shows where you have tables, VIP, VVIP? I'm like, nah, I want to do theater, you know, a show where you have in a theater, just like the way Americans do it, because that's the only way they can take us serious. Then I now, you know, through one of my sources, I heard that Netflix will start signing African comedians. So there's a professional body called African Artists Association. So I heard that they were going to be hosting somebody from Netflix. So I made sure I attended that meeting. And she now said, look, that was 20.
We're going to have to cut you.
Okay, all right.
We're going to have to cut you.
But we're going to come back and pick up on
Oh, yeah. Commercials. We have to pay bills.
Yes, let's go on a break. I will be right back.
If this award was held like 3 months ago when Ebola was still struck and they're still coming out of Nigeria and they're having this award, it will be different on stage. And the winner for the best upcoming actor, Uti Iwachuku, as is coming as Uti, this award. Take it. Uti, congratulations, my brother. Bluetooth, take the award. All right, I'm not shaking anybody. The timing is correct.